Hi, everybody. This is Jennifer Leland. Most of you know me. We are lucky enough to have most of our families this year returning from previous years at Bothell High School. So I am one of the FSA teachers at Bothell High School, and I wanted to start this presentation by just telling you a little bit about myself. If you're new to the program, you might not know any of this, and if you're a returning parent or student, you might learn something new as well. A little bit about myself. I have two kids. Their ages are 9 and 12, and this is a picture of us on one of our hikes that we did this summer. We did a lot of hiking. I love to hike. It's one of my favorite pastimes to engage in. I love the exercise. I love the outdoors. I love getting away from the fast-paced life that we live. So especially this summer, it was really great to get out and get away and escape and kind of forget that we're in this interesting time of COVID right now. So they are 9 and 12 years old, and they go to Wellington and Leota, which is actually the same elementary and middle school that I attended. I graduated from Woodinville High School, as my children will do someday too. So I've been around in the community for a long time. I've been with North Shore for a long time, and I absolutely love it here, and I couldn't imagine wanting to teach or live anywhere else. We have a cat named Ash and two hamsters named Smoke and Lulu. As you can imagine, my kids have to keep their doors closed all the time because we have predator and prey in the same house. It's kind of interesting. And if you know me at all, you know that I love French fries and salty food, salty potatoes. So I'm not too picky when it comes to fried potatoes. I will eat them in any form. Tater tots, French fries, potato chips, you name it. I love it. So a little bit about myself. Professionally, I have been teaching for 21 years in the North Shore School District. I spent 14 years at Bothell High School and 7 years at Hollywood Hill Elementary. I actually started out my career at Bothell, and then I went to elementary for a few years and tried that out and loved it, but my heart lies with the high school students. I absolutely love everything about high school. I love the kids. I love the school. I love the spirit. So I am happy to be teaching at Bothell High School for so many years. My why I am teaching, why I have taught for so long is summed up in this picture right here. I love the students. I love what I get to do every day, the interactions and the relationships that I get to build with the students. I have always known I wanted to be a special education teacher. I peer coached as a student when I was in high school, and that's when I fell in love with the FSA program. I wasn't aware of it until I started peer coaching, and I have personally seen several peer coaches fall in love with helping in this program and have indicated that they want to become a special education teacher after peer coaching. So that's a very rewarding thing. I love to make an impact on the children's lives, all of them. So that is my why. It's just for the kids. I love it. This is a picture of our unified bowling team from a couple of years ago, actually. Last year, I think we doubled the size of our team. This is a picture from our very first year opening up unified bowling. So it was a smaller year, and then just in 1 year, we doubled the size of the team. So that's great. Bothell High School has an amazing community of students that love to be inclusive and accepting and just build relationships. And our unified team is an example of the relationships that the kids get to make and carry on throughout the year. So as I said, this is a picture of our unified bowling team. I coached the unified bowling team along with Joyce Toda, the other special education teacher at Bothell High School. And I also coach unified soccer. And Joyce and I coach Special Olympics, bowling, and track. So those are all programs that the students are able to be involved in, and they're a lot of fun. The unified sports are sports that integrate our typical peers into our team, and they are a team together. They're all just there to work together, to build relationships, to have a great time. We are one team. The Special Olympic sports are sports just for our students in the FSA program. And so those are a little bit smaller teams usually. We have an amazing staff at Bothell High School. I want you to know that we've been together for a long time, and I think that's a great indicator of the amazing program that we have at Bothell High School. We have about 8 paraeducators or behavior techs that work in our classroom along with Joyce and myself. So we have a large staff, and everybody's amazingly supportive of each other and of the students, and we have a great time every day. So hopefully that's reflected in your students' love to come to school every day by seeing our joy that we get every day. I want to tell you a little bit about the classes I teach. I'm making just one video for all of my classes rather than one for each class, since most of the students are in the same classes with me. First period, I teach math. Second period, I teach English. Third period is independent living, and Joyce and I are teaching that together. Fourth period, I teach PE, and seventh period, I teach writing. And as you have probably noticed, in all of my classes, I am running approximately the same format, where we do about 30 minutes of group work, and then we do 30 minutes of breakout rooms where the students are able to go into the room and work either one-on-one or sometimes two-on-one with an adult. And that gives everybody the opportunity every day to work at their pace, at their ability levels, and work on their IEP goals or get an assignment done with just at their, like I said, at their pace. And that's how we would do it in the classroom too. So I've been grateful for the breakout rooms because I feel like I'm able to address each student's needs individually, even though we are remote. So we will be using the ULS curriculum, the unique learning system. You've seen the reading chapters that I've been doing in English. We've been reading from the ULS curriculum. It comes with comprehension questions, so everybody's able to answer the comprehension questions at their ability level. We'll also use that program for some math or some writing, but it's really great for the English. I like it the best for English. Independent living will be cooking, as you have seen. We'll also be talking about healthy foods and just living a healthy lifestyle throughout the year in that class. So I'm hoping that by cooking with your students or your kids, you'll have a little bit of time to just enjoy some fun time in the kitchen with the students, and the students will learn how to cook a few easy meals for themselves that they can maybe do when they're hungry, and just learn to help in the kitchen and maybe make a couple meals all by themselves, like a sandwich or something in the microwave. PE, I'll be using the Sworkit app. As you guys have seen, I have found that app to be a wonderful way to get the kids moving and exercising. I think it's consistent enough that they'll be able to get better and better at the exercises that we're doing. I've noticed some sweaty kids and some kids out of breath, so I think it's a good app. I think it's a good program to get our heart rates up and get us moving inside, especially as the weather starts to change. It's always great to get outside and walk after class too, though. So I like the Sworkit app because I've been able to customize the exercises that we're doing. I am able to delete some exercises that I think might be too hard. I'm able to add exercises that I think will be appropriate for our students' levels. And always, if something's on there that's too hard for your child to do, you can always modify it. And I usually try and suggest, if you can't do this, try just doing, and an alternative exercise, and I'll tell them, you know, if you can't move your arms this way, then just jump, or whatever the exercise is asking us to do. We just want them moving, because it's hard to sit in front of the computer for so long. So I've been grateful to be able to lead this PE class remotely. My last class I'm doing is writing, and we'll be doing a variety of writing exercises and lessons during that period. We'll be using some of the ULS. We'll be writing in journals like we did last year when we were remote learning. We might do some research projects where it's a longer project. We'll be researching, you know, your state or your favorite animal, and then writing a research paper based off of our learnings. So that'll be our writing class. And I think that's it for my classes. I wanted to just quickly run over the schedule with you guys. I'm sure you've learned it by now, but just in case, here's a little snapshot of it. We are following the high school schedule put out by the North Shore School District. So as you can see, on Mondays and Thursdays, we are teaching first, third, fifth, and seventh period. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, we are teaching second, fourth, and sixth. Wednesdays will be used for speech classes or motor classes if the students are receiving services in those areas. We may also schedule some one-on-one sessions if a student is behind in their work, or some of the students are enrolled in general education classes, and we can help them get the assignments done or understand what they need to be doing on Wednesdays if that's necessary as well. Finally, here's the best way to contact me right now. If you have any questions or concerns or just any comments on anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. My email address is jleland@nsd.org, and I'm always happy to make a phone call as well. So if you'd rather me call you, you can just give me your phone number, or just tell me to call you and I can look up your phone number. So I want you guys to all know that I miss being in the classroom dearly. I cannot wait to be back in the classroom with all of you guys. I hope that we are making this remote learning experience as easy and enjoyable as it can possibly be for you. And that is always our goal. So if you have any questions or anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I miss you, and I can't wait to be back with you in the classroom. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.